Hey friends, kamusta kayo? Attorney Elaine. Ayan. Hey friends, kamusta kayo? Attorney Elaine. Okay, so um good evening everyone. We're a bit early tonight kasi sabi ko 6 p.m. Central Time, 'di ba? But and this is recorded. So we have to go online early kasi I'm supporting a friend, a fellow Filipina from Texas na isa pong artist and meron siyang play tonight, The Thin Place in Colony, Texas, and I want to be there. We're supposed to be there yesterday pero hindi kami natuloy. So gusto ko po siyang suportahan and si Joji all good. And she's one of the cast at ang play po will be going until December 20th. So yan, supportahan po natin if you're in Texas. And today, this morning, we celebrated Christmas party with the Paralyzed Veterans of America. Ang aking pong esposo ay isang veterano and nagkaroon po siya ng naka-wheelchair po siya because of yung multiple sclerosis, and we celebrated with everyone. Napakasaya po kanina sa Museum of Biblical Art in Dallas, Texas. So I'm streaming live from Dallas. Kamusta po kayo? Yung mga kaibigan natin from different places, from Texas, of course, from Dallas, from Houston, from Colorado, from San Francisco, California. Maraming salamat po for watching. And tonight, importante ang ating topic. Banned na ba ang dual citizenship sa Amerika? Yan po ang sasagutin natin. Marami ang nagpapanik. Ano ba? Merong mga nagpapakalat ng mga viral videos na may crackdown daw po sa mga dual citizens. Wag naman ganyan. Yung mga fake na videos, wag naman nating ipakalat na at nagkikreate ng panic. Yan. So, pag-usapan po natin itong bill na ito. Itong bill which was introduced by a senator from Ohio, itong Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. Yan. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. Ako po si Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I'm based in Texas now, in Dallas, and ako po ay immigration lawyer since 2008. So, ito po ang ating ginagawa ng halos 20 years. And tonight we're going to talk about immigration law, in particular, yung banned na ba ang dual citizenship sa Amerika. Importante ang topic na ito, okay? And maraming natatakot. Meron din pong posting ang ating embassy dahil dito sa viral na video na may crackdown na daw sa mga dual citizen. Huwag po tayong maniwala dyan. Well, anyway, I'm going to share to you a news report, and then pag-usapan natin itong bill na Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. Okay? Pag-usapan natin yung bill, ano ba yung laman ng bill na ito, and then kung anong status ng itong bill na ito. Number one, ito po ay proposed law, hindi pa siya batas. So ito po ay nasa Kongreso, meron po yung proseso. So proposed pa lang siya. So hindi pa po siya batas na ini-implement. So yun po ay nandun po ang status ngayon. And I'm going to explain kung anong mangyayari dito sa bill, kung makalusot, kung hindi makalusot. Pero may proseso po siya. Okay? Huwag po tayo magpanic. That's the last thing that we want to do. Yung magpanic, kasi bigla tayong mag-renounce ng citizenship. No, no, no. Ako bilang isang American ay isa rin pong Filipino citizen. So ako ay merong dual citizenship. At yan ang pag-uusapan natin. Okay? First, I want to share a news report. And Ayan po, ha? Okay, and then we're going to talk about this.
Be all or nothing. Recently introduced a bill. Tonight, Senator Bernie Moreno says being American should, quote, be all or nothing. Recently introduced a bill pushing to end dual citizenship, a move that could affect millions of Americans. Tonight, our Krista Moran breaks down the proposal and shares the story of an Ohio man with triple citizenship.
So here's the breakdown. Senator Bernie Moreno recently introduced a bill in Congress that could end dual citizenship, saying holding multiple citizenships could create conflicts of interest. He's calling it the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. If it passes, Americans would be required to hold U.S. citizenship only. Now, Moreno was born in Colombia and immigrated to the U.S. as a child. When he turned 18, he renounced his Colombian citizenship. He said in a statement, "One of the greatest honors of my life was when I became an American citizen at 18. The first opportunity I could do so, it was an honor to pledge an oath of allegiance to the United States of America and only to the United States of America." So we spoke with Dr. Brian Edmiston. He's been a professor at Ohio State University for 29 years. He holds triple citizenship, born in Northern Ireland, with citizenship there, in the UK, and in the US since 2002.
And it was a wonderful ceremony. I really loved it. People from all over the world, we all stood up. We pledged allegiance to the US Constitution. The judge was very welcoming. He welcomed us.
So when he heard about this bill, he told me he was shocked.
It's not a problem for me that I have citizenship in 3 countries. It doesn't in any way detract from my commitment to being an American and participating in the democracy here.
Now, Moreno also said in a statement, being an American citizen is an honor and a privilege. And if you want to be an American, it's all or nothing. It's time to end dual citizenship for good.
We're all Americans. We should work together, not be divided against one another by this sort of a bill.
So where does the bill go from here? Well, right now it's been referred to the Judiciary Committee, and it still has a long road ahead since it was just introduced. In the studio, Krista Moran, 3 News.
A U.S. senator has put forward a bill that would put an end to dual citizenship. The bill was introduced by Ohio Republican Senator Bernie Moreno. Senator Moreno says the bill is intended to ensure, quote, sole.
Okay. Ayan. All right. So ang bill na ito was introduced by Senator Moreno, who was born in Colombia and migrated to the United States. Sabi niya may conflict of interest daw kung meron kang dalawang citizenship. So what he did was when he turned 18, he renounced his Colombian citizenship at nag-focus lang siya sa kanyang US citizenship. And sabi niya, it's all or nothing. Either you're an American or you're not an American. Tama ba yun? Pwede ba yun na basta-basta na lang? So nag-introduce siya nitong nitong bill na ito entitled Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. Okay? At ayon dito sa kanyang proposed law, number 1, hindi pa po ito batas ha. Sabi dito, may dalawang klase ng pag-renounce. Number 1 is after the effectivity of this bill, kung maging batas na ito, at US citizen ka at nag-acquire ka ng another citizenship. So say for instance, you are a US citizen and then nag-acquire ka ng Philippine citizenship, ay automatically nire-relinquish mo na ang iyong US citizenship. So sabi niya all or nothing, di ba? Either you're an American citizen or hindi. At pag nag-acquire ka ng panibagong citizenship, wala na yung American citizenship mo, yung US citizenship mo. Then number 2, ang sabi niya, para naman dun sa mga dual citizens na, ayan, maraming dual citizens na. Sabi niya, pag dual citizen ka na, within 1 year, kailangan mong i-renounce ang iyong foreign citizenship. At kung hindi mo daw ma-renounce, ang mangyayari ay makukonsider na automatically na na-relinquish mo na o ni-renounce mo ang iyong US citizenship. So kanya sabi niya all or nothing nga eh, 'di ba? Kung hindi mo yan i-renounce, hindi ka pwede mag-dual citizen. Kung hindi mo i-renounce within 1 year, considered na um, ano siya, na automatically na-renounce mo ang iyong US citizenship. So say for instance, isang dual citizen na US citizen and Filipino citizen, kung mapasa itong batas na ito, ay within 1 year, kailangan mong i-renounce ang iyong Filipino citizenship. Kung hindi man ay so you have to renounce your Philippine citizenship. Otherwise, kung hindi mo i-renounce, mako-consider na ni-renounce mo o nawala na ang iyong US citizen. Kaya marami daw na nagbabalak mag-renounce. Please, wag niyong gawin. Don't panic. Don't do it right now. If you want, so let's talk about this, okay? Huwag kayo magpabigla-bigla. All right. So because of this, actually naglabas ang ating embassy ng ng advisory, and I'm going to share that to you, ano, para maganda po. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, so let's look. So because of this panic, because of this confusion, naglabas po ang ating embassy ng advisory last December 5. Okay, ang dami ko kasing mga windows na naka-open dito sa aking laptop eh. Hold on, just 1 second. So, yun nga po, kasi merong mga nagpapakalat na meron na daw crackdown. Ayan, meron daw tina-target na daw yung mga dual citizens. Yung mga Filipino citizens naman na dual citizens ay nagpapanik. So, ito po nagpalabas po last December 5 ang ating embassy. At ito po ang sabi ng ating embassy. Okay. The bill is currently a legislative proposal. Ayan. So, hindi pa siya batas and has not yet been enacted into law. It will go through several stages. Ngayon po, it was referred to committee, Judiciary Committee, and then kailangan pa po itong ipasa ng dalawang houses at mapirmahan po ng Pangulo bago po ito maging batas. Okay? It will go through several stages of lengthy deliberation and may or may not proceed, depending on the decisions of the U.S. Congress. U.S. lawmakers will have to carefully consider the provisions of the bill given its possible significant impact on major immigrant groups in the country. Ayan. The embassy further notes that previous challenges to dual and multiple citizenship had not materialized. So meron na rin po mga challenges at meron po tayong precedent na o mga decided cases na supporting dual citizenship. Okay? As early as 1952, the U.S. Supreme Court has stated that dual citizenship is a status long recognized by law, and that a person may have and exercise rights of nationality in two countries and be subject to the responsibilities of both. Wala naman pong conflict. Ayan. Pwede kang maging US citizen, pwede ka pa rin maging Filipino citizen. In fact, even in my case, di ba, isa po akong American citizen, and I comply with my responsibilities, with my obligations. I follow the law. I pay my taxes. I don't violate any law. And nagko-contribute po ako positively sa ating community. And then at the same time, as Filipino citizen, of course, as you can see, ay pinopromote ko ang ating Filipino heritage as a Filipino sculptor. And wala po ako nakikitang conflict between the two. In fact, ang US Supreme Court, meron na pong mga decided cases supporting dual citizenship. Okay, so ito po Existing Supreme Court doctrines. Ayan. U.S. President has long recognized that people can possess dual nationality in many circumstances. Changing that through statute raises questions about whether Congress can treat passive or even some voluntary acts as automatic loss of citizenship without clear intent and procedural protections. Ayan po. So in fact, meron pong isang case na sinasabi niya na yung mga involuntary act of renunciation, hindi po siya sapat para i-consider na terminate mo na or nirelinquish mo ang yung US citizenship. Okay? So itong bill ni Moreno, sabi niya, if you don't renounce within 1 year, ay considered na terminate mo na or ni-renounce mo ang yung US citizenship. So involuntary renunciation, 'di ba? Yung sinasabi niya, which is hindi po ayon dun sa mga long-standing principles na dineclare ng US Supreme Court. Ayan. So ito po ang sabi pa ng ating embassy. Our Philippine Foreign Service posts in the U.S. are closely monitoring the bill and advise the Filipino-American community to do the same and exercise caution in renouncing their citizenship. Renunciation of Philippine citizenship is an irreversible legal action. So, wag po kayong pabigla-bigla, okay? At wag po muna kayong mag-renounce, okay? Kasi hindi pa itong proposed law, hindi pa po siya batas. Marami pong mga proposals na nangyayari at yan po ang mga trabaho ng mga congressmen. Ngayon, hindi po ibig sabihin ng lahat ng kanilang pinapasok ay ma-approve or maipapasa. Okay, so that's number 1. Kaya po, take it easy. Don't panic, okay? At hindi po totoo yung mga crackdown na yan. Alright? Okay, so as I said and as stated dun po sa advisory ng ating embassy ay meron po itong proseso. So ito po ay bill pa lamang, pinasa po siya sa committee at kailangan po itong dun sa committee may mga deliberations, sa both houses magkakaroon pa ng deliberation bago itong maipasa bilang batas. Okay? Pag naipasa po bilang batas, dun pa lamang siya magiging effective. But you know what? Dito po sa Amerika, as you can see, nakaabang na po ang mga immigrant groups, ang mga public interest groups to challenge the constitutionality of this bill. Yan. So, hindi pa po ito batas. At kung maipasa po ito, I'm sure ay mag-uunahan po ang mga iba't ibang grupo to challenge the constitutionality of this law. As I said, because it is against existing Supreme doctrines, Supreme Court doctrines. Kaya po mataas po ang most likely this is just gonna be challenged and will be declared unconstitutional. Kaya po wag po kayo magpapanik. Pero ang sabi dito sa bill na ito, number 1, ay kung US citizen ka at magkaroon ka ng bagong citizenship, ng foreign citizenship, ay hindi pwede. Prohibited po yon. Okay? And pangalawang scenario, kung ikaw ay dual citizen na at hindi mo ni-renounce ang iyong foreign citizenship, ay automatically ni-renounce mo na ang US citizenship mo. So, yun po ang proposal. Pero as we said, proposal pa lang po siya, hindi pa po siya batas. Ito namang si Senator Moreno naman, ano naman niya, all or nothing. 'Di ba? Parang American na ako, kinalimutan ko na yung Colombia. Parang ganun siya eh. 'Di ba? Tayo naman ay hindi po ganyan. Tayong mga Pilipino ay hindi po ganyan. Kahit maging US citizen na tayo, ay naaalala pa po natin at ino-honor pa rin po natin ang ating Philippine heritage. Hindi po natin basta-basta yan tinatapon, 'di ba? At pwede naman po silang mag-coexist, 'di ba? Wala naman pong conflict 'yun eh. Ginagawa natin yung responsibilidad natin bilang US citizens or Americans, and then ginagawa rin po natin ang ating responsibilidad bilang mga Pilipino. Ayan. In fact, tayong mga US citizens, taon-taon marami sa atin ay umuuwi sa Pilipinas para, to be with our family. At marami sa atin po, porkit nasa Amerika na tayo, hindi naman natin terminate ang ating relationship sa ating mga kamag-anak, sa ating mga kaibigan. So we still go back to the Philippines. At hindi natin kinakalimutan ang ating Filipino heritage. So ako po, hindi ako naniniwala doon sa sinasabi ni Senator Moreno na all or nothing. 'Di ba? Na either you're a US citizen or not, either you're an American or not. Katulad ko, isang Filipino-American because I can do both. I can honor both countries. Pwede ko pong i-honor ang mga ang Amerika at ang responsibilidad ko sa Amerika. Ganon din po sa Pilipinas. Kaya po, I don't agree with him. Kaya po sinasabi ko na ito po ay bill pa lamang at hindi pa po ito batas. Okay, kung sakali po itong maipasa, so dun sa tanong na banned na ba ang dual citizenship sa Amerika, hindi pa po iyan batas. So ito po ay bill lamang. Okay? Bill pa lamang yan. So don't panic. Okay? Don't renounce your Filipino citizenship. Okay? Pero kung sakali po itong maipasa, okay, kung sakali po ito ay makarating sa finish line at maipasa, sino ba ang ang daming maaapektuhan ito? Okay? Yung mga pinanganak sa ibang bansa na may American parents, Americans born with another nationality, 'di ba? Na meron pong mga bansa na nagbibigay sa kanila din do sa mga bata ng nationality na 'yon. Like yung mga Filipino po, 'di ba, na ang magulang ay mga batang Pilipino na ang magulang ay Filipino. Yung mga Americans na born in the Philippines, 'di ba? Pwede po yung tinatawag na consular report, CRBA, yung CRBA na you report the birth doon sa embassy, and then pwede mo pong i-process ang citizenship ng bata. So maraming maaapektuhan, hindi lamang po, it's not as easy as, you can simply renounce it or by not acting. Kasi yun ang sinasabi ni Senator Moreno na kung hindi mo in-renounce within 1 year, considered na, terminated na ang yung US citizenship. Ganun ba yun? So, I don't think na ganun lang kadali yun. It's very complicated. Okay, another group na maaapektuhan, yung mga nag-naturalize US citizens na inaalaw ng bansa nila to keep their original citizenship. So may mga bansa po na kahit maging citizen na sila sa Amerika, ay okay pa rin dun sa bansa nila kasi they support dual citizenship. So affected din po sila, di ba? And then, ito pangatlong grupo, yung mga Americans living abroad who acquire a foreign nationality. Yan, marami pong mga naging uh, or mga US citizens na nag-retire sa iba't ibang bansa and were able to get the nationality of that country. So ano yun, kailangan din nilang i-renounce, di ba? But they live na there. So para lang makip ang kanilang US citizenship. And then what will happen? So pag ni-renounce nila yung citizenship nila dun sa bansa na yun, what will happen to them? Maging foreigner na sila. Anong mangyari ba? Gusto bang bumalik dito sa US kung ayaw na nilang bumalik? So, and finally, yung mga US passport holders, they will also be affected. And ito po ang mga challenges naman doon sa mga sa proposal na ito. As we discussed earlier, yung Supreme Court doctrine supporting dual citizenship. Ayan. And then yung president na hindi mo basta-basta marirelinquish or mateterminate ang yung US citizenship by involuntary action. So itong proposal na to, sabi niya, kung hindi ka daw mag-renounce within 1 year from the effectivity of the law, considered na daw na na-terminate mo na or na-relinquish mo na ang yung US citizenship. So, hindi po siya, it violates this existing doctrine. Pangalawa po, yung constitutional protection, yung tinatawag na citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment. Okay, so as I was saying, the moment kung ito ay makapasa, kung ito po ay makapasa, what will happen is this will be challenged in court. Marami na pong mga immigrant groups, mga public interest groups na nakaabang and to challenge this law kung matuloy po ito bilang batas. Okay, pangatlo, administrative complexity. So how do you implement this? 'Di ba? Kasi sabi niya ay kailangan mo daw mag-renounce within 1 year. Kung dual citizen ka, kailangan mo mag-renounce within 1 year. Paano yun? And then meron siyang sinasabi that you have to write daw the Department of State or the USCIS. And paano po yun ipaprocess, di ba? So within 1 year, ano yun? Kung hindi ka nag-file ng written renunciation, what is the process of terminating your US citizenship? So administrative complexity. 'Di ba? Hindi naman gano'n kadali. Alam mo, ang pagiging citizen, ano yan eh, isang honor and privilege, pero ito po ay isang karapatan, 'di ba? And hindi gano'n lang para tanggalin ang yung karapatan. So I personally do not think that this will pass, number one. And number two is, I don't think, kung sakali man mapasto, I think this will be declared unconstitutional. Yan lang po ay aking personal opinion. Okay? So, ano ang mga susunod na step dito sa bill na ito? Okay? It will be referred to a committee na refer na po siya sa Judiciary Committee. It will be debated. And then pwede pong magkaroon ng amendment in the process, okay? Pwede rin pong kusa siyang mamatay itong bill na to kung hindi po ito suportahan ng mga congressmen. And then, kung makapasa po ito, it will take effect 180 days after enactment. Kung sakali po ito ay maipasa bilang batas, ay pwede po itong ma-challenge sa court on constitutional grounds. And sa tingin ko po, it will be challenged and I think it will be declared, kung ito po ang kung ang version na ito ang maipasa, I think it will be declared unconstitutional. Magiging chaos po ito. Kasi marami na pong nag-rely mismo sa Supreme Court decision ng US, marami na pong nag-acquire ng dual citizenship relying on that US Supreme Court decision. And then ngayon sasabihin mo, hindi pwede yon. I don't think so. Okay? Finally, ano ang dapat nating gawin? Tayong mga Filipino-Americans, okay, or mga US citizens na nagbabalak maging dual citizen, okay? Number one, do not panic. Huwag po tayong pabigla-bigla at huwag po tayong, pabigla-bigla ng desisyon na magre-renounce or huwag po tayong magpa-stress. As it is, dual citizenship is legal today, okay? Ito po ay legal. Ito po ay hindi pinagbabawal. Ayan. At wala pong batas na nagbabawal dito at wala din pong crackdown. Okay, number two, document your status. Importante pa rin pong i-document mo ang status mo. Paano ka ba naging dual citizen? Ayan, yung mga, paano ka ba naging US citizen? And then, paano ka ba naging dual citizen? So, document your status. Yung record mo, yung mga papeles mo ay wag pong, you have to keep your records at itabi po ninyo siya sa maayos na lugar. I-document mo po ang yung status, ano. And kung nangangamba po kayo sa inyong situation, you're worried about this bill, ay makipag-usap po kayo sa professional. Ngayon, meron din po itong proposed law na ito ay meron pong malaking tax consequence. Kaya po, kung kayo ay nangangamba, ay makipag-usap po kayo sa isang tax professional. And finally, yan, watch the bill's progress. You can go sa congress.gov para po malaman ninyo ang mga pangyayari. Makinig po kayo ng balita or news update mula po sa credible sources. Huwag po kayong basta-basta maniniwala sa mga fake news, sa mga reels, kasi ito naman kasing mga ibang gumagawa ng reels para lang sa views ay kung ano-anong mga nilalagay nila na kahit hindi naman totoo. Nagkikreate ng panic. Ayan. And mag-subscribe po kayo at makinig po kayo sa mga announcements, mga advisories ng atin pong Philippine Embassy at ng ating pong mga consulates. And you can watch yung kung anong mga updates nila. Sila po ang very credible source ng information regarding this matter. Kaya po, kung may mga mapapanood kayo ng mga reels lamang, na mga nagva-viral, you have to first check kung ano ba yung source nito. Kasi baka naman po mga fake news lang. Tapos nagkukos po ng confusion and then ng stress. Ayan po. So don't panic. Don't renounce your Filipino citizenship. Ang dual citizenship po ay legal. As of this time, at ito pong Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025 ay isang bill pa lamang or proposed law. Meaning, hindi pa po ito napapasa bilang batas at hindi pa po ito effective. I know na marami pong mga pagbabago sa ating immigration dito sa Amerika. And the best thing to do is to keep yourself educated by listening, by watching yung mga credible sources po. Ayan po, go to the USCIS website, go to our Philippine Embassy website, and then pwede po kayong tumawag sa ating mga consulates. And finally, how do you stop this bill? Okay, you can call your congressman. Tawagan niyo po ang yung congressman at sabihin niyo na hindi po kayo pumapayag at hindi po kayo sumusuporta sa ganitong klase ng batas. Tumawag po kayo. And sila po ay may kapangyarihan para bumoto ng yes or no dito sa batas na to. Pag narinig nila ang kanilang constituent at nalaman nila, ay marami palang dual citizen sa aking constituent na hindi po pabor dito sa batas na ito, they will vote no. Ayan, yan po natin mapapakita ang ating boses at mapapakita po ang ating lakas bilang Filipino Americans. Don't renounce your Filipino citizenship, ha? Ako po si Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordog. Till next time po. Bye-bye.